Good morning, children. Let's move to another lesson in geography today, that is map. In the former lessons also, we were going through this portion, this area, Yes, that's map. Approximately it was in the lesson globe, latitudes and longitudes, right? Okay, so globe and map are actually used for the same purpose. What is the purpose, Is to locate places on the surface of the earth. To locate the places on the surface of the earth, we are symbolizing these two objects called maps on one side and globes on the next side. Okay, so map, what is the difference between map and globe and how much it is useful or what are the benefits of map? We can just go through this area now. Okay, map and globe, as I told you earlier, it is used for locating places or areas or regions in the or on the real surface of the earth into a given object called the globe or map. So globe, the shape of the globe is somewhat a circular shape or globe. Yes, it's the places are marked on a ball-shaped object. But in the case of map, it's completely a flattened surface. So what is map? Map is the drawing of the Earth's places on a flat surface. Drawings of the places on a flat surface, but there is a condition. What's that condition? The condition is that we know that when we are trying to mark or locate the places on the locate the real places on the surface of the earth in that same size in a map, it's not possible, it's impossible. Because we know that earth is a very big planet. The space of the earth is very big. It's a spacious planet. So when we try to mark or locate the places in the same distance, in the same size, in a sheet of paper is not at all possible. So we are using scale for this purpose. So what is scale? Scale is the ratio. It's a ratio. It's a proportion that we use for locating the places on a flat sheet of paper, on a flat surface according to a peculiar ratio. The ratio or distance shown on the real earth and distance or ratios shown on this flat sheet of paper or on the flat surface is called scale. That's scale. Without scale we can't draw a map because the real shape or the texture, the real size of the places on the earth is very vast, it's very big. In the same size we could not mark any places on a map because map have to cover the entire area, maybe an entire panchayat or maybe an entire district, maybe an entire state, maybe an entire country, or it can be the entire continent, or maximum it can be the entire earth. So all the places in the same size could not be marked or located or transferred into a map. So this ratio, there is a peculiar ratio for marking this. For example, 10 kilometer in a small map. In a large scale map, that's called a small map. But 10 kilometer may be used, or the ratio may be used as 1 centimeter only. That is map. So that is the definition of map. What is the definition of map? Map is a drawing of the surface of the earth on a flat surface according to an accurate scale, according to an accurate measurement, according to an accurate ratio. That's called a map. Map can be of different types. Which are the 3 types of map we can go through now? There are 3 types of map three forms of map. They are physical map, political map, and thematic map. Physical map, political map, and thematic map. These are the three forms of map. What is meant by physical map? This is very simple. This chapter itself is very simple. If you are listening, almost 65% of learning can be done through this classes. Okay, so listen very carefully. A physical map describes the physical features of the earth, of a place. Physical features of a place is called a physical map. And what is political? Physical features may be showing the plains, showing the mountains, showing the valleys, showing the desert, like that. This is called a physical map. And what is political map? The second category. Political map shows the boundary, the territory, the frontier of different areas. Can be the boundary of a country, can be the boundary of a continent, can be the boundary of a state, can be the boundary of a district, a municipality, a panchayat, a small locality like that, a ward, even a ward. The boundaries are marked there. That's called a political map. So physical map is over. Next, political map is also clear for it. Let me think so. Okay, next the third category, third type of map is called a thematic map. Theme. It refers to or it explains or describes a peculiar theme on the map. Can be describing a different industries of a peculiar area, or different types of forests, different trees, like water, like that. A peculiar theme is the subject matter of a thematic map. This is called a thematic map. So, can you tell me how many types of maps are there? Yes, there are three. Which are they? Physical map showing or describing the physical characteristics or features, and political map shows the boundary of an area, the frontiers of an area, and thematic map shows the correct or accurate or precise characteristics or precise theme of an area. That's called thematic map. So these are the three types of map. I think this area is clear for you. Now, which are the components of map? That's the next area. Components or different factors or different parts or different conditions of a map. There are again three components of map. How many components? Three components of maps are there. Which are the three components? Please listen very carefully. There are three components. First one, it is distance. Next one, it is direction. And third one, it is symbol. Distance, direction, and symbol. Distance. First, we may go to this first component. More important condition of a map is distance. Distance. When we talk about map, the distance means simply scale. Scale is the ratio in between or ratio between the real place and or real measurement and measurement shown on the map. This ratio, this proportion is called scale. What is scale? Scale is the ratio in the real surface of the earth and the distance shown in the map. This ratio is called scale. There are two types of scales. Which are there now? Large scale map and small scale map. Very simple, but we have to listen very carefully, because there is a possibility of a confusion in between large scale map and small scale map. Let me repeat once again. There are two types of scale of map: small scale map and the large scale map. Small scale map shows large areas. For example, when we want to draw the map of Chenamangalore in Mukkam municipality, it can be called a large scale map. And when we want to mark a lot of place, a large place, for example Kerala as a whole, we are using small scale map. So in small scale map, small ratio is used. That's the word indicates. In small scale map, small ratio is used. In large scale map, large ratio is used because in the large scale map we are studying about a small area. So we can use a large scale there, a large ratio. But in small scale map, the subject matter of the map will be a large area. So we have to reduce the size. So we have to reduce the ratio of this scale. So that's called small scale map and large scale map. And second component of a map is direction. Like we are always talking through this area, not only in history but in political science and geography especially. You know what is direction? There are importantly there are four directions. Which are the four important directions? S, N, then west and east, south, north, west and east. These are the four cardinal direction or important direction. There are four cardinal direction. South, opposite of south is north, then opposite of west is east. South, north, west and east. These are the cardinal direction. Then there is another type of direction that's called intermediate direction. Intermediate means middle direction. In between south and north there is a little area. This area is called in between south and west there is a little space is called northwest. And in between, this is not south, this is north. North, south, west and east. So in between north and west, this area is called northwest. And in between north and south or north and east, there is a little space that's called northeast. And here down also, in the southern hemisphere also, there are intermediate direction. For example, this we know, this is south, this is east. So this area can be called southeast. This is south, this is west. So this area can be called southwest. These are the four intermediate directions. Which are the four intermediate directions? Northwest, northeast, southwest and southeast. Clear? Yes. So there are four cardinal directions and four intermediate directions. Four cardinal directions are simple. They are north, south, west and east. Four intermediate directions are northwest, northeast, southwest and southeast. Clear? Okay, now let's move to the third important component of a map, which is the third important part of a map. That's called symbols. That's also very simple. Symbols are also very simple. Yes, symbols means when we want to mark a peculiar place, there may be many colors can be seen in a map. Many pictures are seen. Many drawings are seen. Many lines are seen. Many colors, lines, drawings and pictures. These are called symbols. So what is symbol? Symbols are indication or pointing different characteristics of a map in the form of pictures, in the form of lines, in the form of colors and in the form of color, picture, lines and drawings. What is drawing, For example, if there is a lot of forest area, we can just draw little trees there. Then water can be symbolized by using which color? Please tell me. Yes, it's blue. And mountains are symbolized, in the color called brown. And plateaus in the form of yellow. You know that. So colors are used for symbolizing. Then lines are used. Where lines are used for roads. Different type of roads are there. So the certain lines are used. And colors are used. And certain drawings like that of tree or post office or buildings like that drawings are used. These are called symbols. So there's a peculiar point we have to discuss when we discuss about the symbols. Some symbols are called conventional symbols. How this name gets, we can check. By using symbols, any person living in any part of any country can travel or can identify a place by checking these symbols. So symbols speak an international language, an international word or a global language. So the global language or the universal language that is indicated by symbols are called conventional symbols. So let's conclude. There are three components of a map: distance, direction and symbol. Distance can be small scale used for marking large area. Don't misunderstand. And large scale maps are used for locating small area because large scale can be used, large ratio can be used, large measurement can be used. And directions may be cardinal directions, namely south, north, west and east, or intermediate direction, namely northwest, northeast, southwest and southeast. And symbols can be colors, lines, drawings or pictures. Okay, and the symbols have a universal language to teach us. So these symbols are called conventional symbols. Now there is a very small area also coming in this part, that's called sketch and map. You might have heard of these two terms. Yes, everyone might have heard. I think so. What is the difference between sketch and a plan? Sketch is a drawing. Plan is another type of drawing. So what is the difference? Sketch on one side and plan on the next side. What is the difference? Sketch is the drawing but on the basis of remembrance, on the basis of a small picture in our mind. But plans are actually a drawing on the basis of a correct or accurate scale. In the case of sketch, there is no scale at all. We are just remembering, that area can be like that. This area can be like that. It's like that. This is called a sketch, but a plan is a drawing. It's another type of, or it's the same type of drawing, but it should have accurate scale or measurement. That's the difference between scale and plan and sketch. Clear for you? Okay. Thank you so much for hearing me.